Certainly. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The biggest factor in this game, weather, and not the good kind. The snow is coming down, and it's going to keep coming down throughout the game. Conditions will definitely be difficult out there. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Eagles. We're in for a frigid one in Philly. We're off to Lincoln Financial Field to say hello to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a snowy and blustery day in the city of brotherly love as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a white and snowy December afternoon. On the return, here's Marcus Murphy. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And some room to roam now. 23 yards on the play.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Again on first down, Martin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down, Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20. As his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
second down, Smallwood. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what... An offense call staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Six yards to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They pitch out to Smallwood. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Hey. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 58, boys. 58. 58. Fight. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now Wentz on third down. And able to complete it to Green-Beckham. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Levante David in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third and long, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, but they face a second and long to start things out. So the D-line's going to spread out. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Taken right around the 44. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Wentz now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit, Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Werner. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Second down, Winston. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out here in the eye. Time running out here on the play clock. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Jameis Winston and Mike Evans came into the league 1 year apart. They're going to continue to grow together. How about their first connection in this game?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons for Mike Evans, both over 1,000 yards. What a way to start an NFL career. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. First down, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen to Martin, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
3rd and short yardage. Winston looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The point after now for Aguayo. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Got his left. Got his left. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seven yards remaining here on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Garrett Swanson now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Here we go now. 3-19.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, Wentz, and able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alteron Werner. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with Martin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Now Jameis on second down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Jameis now on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On second down, Winston again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Following the penalty, Martin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really, really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis backing up. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
10 yards to go on third. One receiver to the left is Evans. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Winston looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. First down, a run with Smallwood. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Going right back to Smallwood. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that'll make it 13-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So out come the Bucs now. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. 3rd and long for Winston. Stays on his feet. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That's pulled in at the 32. And pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw, it's Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Alteron Werner with the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
A run with Smallwood. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
They run again on 1st down with Smallwood. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now they'll throw it. Wentz over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Winston with a give to Martin. And some room to work. There goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Winston to throw for it. Fighting through. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Their big-bodied receiver, 82 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
what you want should never